Over by the big board, we're joined by Maya yet again. Good evening to you, Maya. A few days ago, Russia launching a Soyuz rocket to the International Space Station. Since then, viral posts claim that Moscow has accidentally destroyed its only launch pad capable of sending humans into space. Do tell us more.
So it all went at first according to plan. Everything was ready for takeoff, liftoff here at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. That's the spaceport operated by Russia since 1955. And on November 27th, the rocket was sitting on this launch pad. That's the number 6, Site 31. And at 14:27 sharp local time, the Soyuz MS-28 successfully lifted off, carrying a 3-man crew for Expedition 74, 2 Russians and 1 American, just in time, apparently, for Thanksgiving dinner, according to this website, just in time for many other meals, because they're going to stay there for the next 8 months. So the problem wasn't, thankfully, reaching the ISS station, but rather what happened on the ground, back on Earth. Because take a look at this video. Mark, you're going to see something strange on the live stream broadcast by Roscosmos, basically the Russian NASA. You can see here that there is something here, something wrong, like some sort of collapsed structure.
OK, we can see some sort of large metal structure, Maya. Tell us what happened to it exactly.
Well, if you look at these photos, I think it's going to be easier for you to look at the damage, because here is what I've just shown you, and here is a photo of what happened before the launch, a few minutes before it. According to experts, what you are looking at here is the platform's mobile maintenance cabin lying upside down inside the flame trench. Obviously, I'm going to translate it for you, Mark. The cabin is huge. It's roughly 19 meters by 17 meters. It weighs 150 tons, and it is supposed to sit under the rocket. So the engineers can access the engines for the first and the second stage of the Soyuz. And then right before the launch, this cabin gets moved under the launch pad, but apparently, well, the cabin was pulled out of his nuke and fell down from a height of 20 meters and ended up just like this. So obviously, the Russians had to inspect the site, and in a statement posted on Telegram, they explained that there was a problem, that there was damage that was identified, obviously, and they also added that all necessary spare components are available for repair and that the damage will be repaired shortly.
So then, is it true that Russia has lost the ability to operate manned flights into space for the first time in 60 years?
That is what some are saying, including Ukraine's Center for Strategic Communication. They're saying that they lost this ability to send cosmonauts. And for now, well, that is true. According to experts, the only way to resume launches is to install a spare maintenance cabin that they do not really have, apparently, or construct a new one. And building a new one, obviously, takes a lot of time. According to previous structures recently built, it has taken around 2 years to complete. So according to experts, what we're looking at right now is anywhere between several months to up to 3 years. So it is safe to say that the next launch that is scheduled for December 21st will not take place, will be postponed. So of course you might be wondering, but then why not use other cosmodromes? Russia must have some others. And of course they have, but the site that was damaged is the only one that they can use to send crew and cargo to the ISS. The other ones are just not located correctly on the globe, or even decommissioned and turned into a museum. So the best replacement option, to be honest, would have been to ask French Guyana and the site in Kourou, but it is off limits because Moscow decided to suspend its cooperation with the Europeans, the European Space Agency, in retaliation for EU sanctions taken after Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022.
Maya, with Truth or Fake, thank you very much indeed.